Welcome to the Courting Happiness podcast. This is a space where self-care becomes part of your day. A space where you learn evidence-based strategies to help your life, share it with those you love, and cultivate well-being at work. I'm your host, Dr. Kortni Alston. I'm a former news director, television reporter turned happiness scholar, TEDx speaker, and transformational trainer. I also understand hardships. While working my dream job in television, I lived a nightmare suddenly becoming a young widow after 86 days of marriage. I became committed to learning more about resilience, healing, and happiness. This is how I discovered my area of research, which is positive psychology. Now I'm living my calling of training individuals and organizations on happiness. And my new chapter begins with being happily engaged. The Courting and Courting Happiness is about a true courtship. I like to say commitment with happiness. The K in courting stands for the vulnerability of sharing my story, inspirational interviews with phenomenal people, the infusion of positive psychology, and so much more. You'll learn how to commit to your well-being one episode at a time. I hope you subscribe and share. So, are you ready? Let's get started. Welcome to episode 101. I'm Dr. Kortni Alston. I'm so happy that you're here. We're going to tackle feeling overwhelmed. Have you ever felt that way? Do you feel that you have so much on your plate that things are just falling off? I will tell you, I have certainly felt that way in terms of being overwhelmed, and I continue to still feel that way. But what I love is being able to practice some positive interventions that can help. And today we're going to actually showcase some interventions that will hopefully help you feel less overwhelmed and possibly even centered. These interventions are coming from Dr. Eileen Barnes-Zare, and her article is titled Feeling Overwhelmed: 4 Actions from Positive Psychology to Jumpstart Your Well-Being. And boy, we could really use that. And it's published in Psychology Today. And you can read the entire article by visiting the episode page of this website by going to drcourtneyalston.com/podcast/episode 101. Well, positive psychology is a scientific study of what makes life worth living, and it's also about optimal human flourishing. What I love so much about positive psychology, and one of the reasons that it drew me in as being a part of my area of research, is that it focuses on what's right with us. And I love that one of the founders, Dr. Martin Seligman, talked about how psychology would often focus on what was wrong with us. Well, positive psychology showcases all that's right and how we flourish and how we thrive. And so what I love so much about Dr. Barnes-Zare's article is that it dives into 4 practical actions that really can help transform how you see, feel, and are experiencing overwhelm into greater well-being. So here's number 1, 3 good things activity. She mentions how this can train your brain to notice life's positives. So each day for 1 week, write down the 3 good things that went well for you. For each item, write about what or why you think it happened and what it means to you. I love this exercise because it really allows you to kind of savor those positive experiences. In positive psychology, we call them savoring in terms of moments and so forth. So I love this because it allows a level of savoring. And then it also speaks to, for those of you who listen regularly to Courting Happiness, you know what one of my favorite things happens to be, which is practicing all things gratitude. And so what I love is that it puts you in this state of gratitude, really looking and evaluating 3 good things that went well for you. So that is a really great exercise to be able to incorporate in terms of your well-being strategy. So here's number 2, generate more kindness. And wow, that is one thing that I can say that I truly value and believe in. And she says, generate more kindness. And she says that set a goal for yourself to do something kind for someone each day. She also cites Dr. Barbara Fredrickson, and she suggests that planning a single goal to do 5 new kindness acts This can help you grow your perspective. It also can help you connect with others in terms of, kindness, and can help you feel better because you're making a difference to that person that you're impacting. It's really creating a positive impact. Here's number 3, best possible self activity. The best possible self activity is something that you may want to continue to refer back to. She says, pause to look forward to the future. This activity offers an expansive vision, this really big vision for developing your life and inspiring meaningful goals. She says, take a few moments to imagine yourself in the future. Set a time period, either it's 3 months, maybe a year, maybe looking forward to 7 years down the line. And she says, include all the relevant pillars like positive relationships or your profession or learning, play, spirituality, finance, home, and health. And she says, focus on gaining your fullest potential as you visualize your best possible self. And you can write the items down. I actually recommend this. Why not record them? Record them, either video or an audio clip, and talk your way through visualizing that experience and sharing it in terms of either a video, or you can go on your phone and you can click on that app that allows you to create, a voice message and just create an audio clip. I think it's great because it allows you to go back and to listen. And also it allows you to capture that moment. But you can also write it down. So you have so many great, real, true, impactful activities that can serve you. She also mentions that this activity can help you move from kind of vague and fragmented thoughts to real ideas and possibility. Real ideas and possibilities. So that is really, really impactful because it's really also putting you in this positive state. Here's number 4. Focus on learning more about positive psychology. I highly recommend that. I highly recommend that, right? And so you're already doing it by listening to this podcast. But she recommends some various books to look into, and I highly recommend these books. One is by happiness expert Sean Akers. It's The Happy Secret to Better Work. Another one is Dr. Angela Duckworth's book, which is Grit, the Power, Passion, and Perseverance. And of course, our founding father of positive psychology, Dr. Martin Seligman, and the New Era of Positive Psychology. These are 3 books that are really going to help you in terms of building your skills in positive psychology and also really helping develop more in terms of your well-being strategy as well. So lots of positive interventions here. You can read more in terms of the article by visiting the website in terms of this podcast. And our website is drkortnialston.com/podcast/episode 101. Remember that your well-being is your most important job, and I'm always here to help. Thank you so much for listening. Let's continue this conversation online. Email us at podcast@drkortnialston.com. That's podcast@drkortnialston.com. Join us on Instagram at Courting Happiness. Don't forget, that's courting with a K. Also, I hope you join our private Facebook community. You can find us at Courting Happiness Podcast Community. Our private Facebook group is a safe haven to share, meet more people looking to build positive relationships, focus on well-being, and create a happier life. Now, are you ready to spread happiness? We hope you subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, coworkers, and all the important people in your world. We release a new episode every Thursday. Congratulations on your continued commitment to your courting happiness journey. Thank you so much for listening. We want you to be well, be happier, and be kinder to yourself. We can't wait to see you next week.